Astral, right click the wave. Astral comes out. You get the free last hits guaranteed. And there's nothing that Iceberg can do about that on the two.
Is this enough for
Game
OG
3
to win this game? Yeah, you're really confident there, huh? You think this will be the OD game?
I'm not insanely confident because I do think there's still going to be like a little bit of a stopgap point in this mid game where Sox and Sox are kind of on awkward heroes with the Clockwork and the Jakiro to like make a lot happen. Yeah. But as long as that's not too dicey, then it does seem like they have a pretty good path to the Ancient this time.
The late game certainly looks good. But that's one of the benefits of the Slark, too, for NAVI. He likes to fight earlier than other position ones, right? Slark is definitely, I've got my first item. Okay, let's see if we can go for a pick-off sort of deal.
Yeah, as long as he's got some good nuke power, which he sort of does. I mean, again, these guys are really tanky on the Dire.
That is true. Oracle has some nuke power. Well, I think this draft is better for OG than last game. I'll give you that.
One thing that I like is that Haunt is better at forcing fights than Thunder God's Wrath. Even though they're kind of similar in that global regard, like getting the actual hero in there and getting the additional slow and stuff makes a big difference to enable these heroes that are a little bit weaker initiation to feel confident moving forward into enemy territory to try and create a good opportunity for your team. I'm going to miss high fives.
Me too.
Come on, V-Tune. Give him another high five. Sox, help him out. High five.
That Centaur is pretty good. It's got a nice rumble to it. Felt the subwoofer on that one.
It's actually a Suns fan. That's his. That's when he sees a Snickers.
Oh, it all makes sense now.
Yeah, they mic'd him up at one of the TIs. it was when he was down there watching DC. Took the little mic in there. They took a couple audio files from there. They brought in snacks. They turned up the gain.
Suns fan does have some Homer Simpson vibes when it comes to food. I'll definitely concede that. Snickers. Well,
I don't know where
about
Snickers
candy.
is on his tier list.
Soxa Seb, the offlane duo here against the Slark Oracle. And up top, we've got Raj alongside General. The Jakiro Spectre lane. This should be a pretty good combo.
Yes, Sox has lost his Clockwork privileges, apparently. It's over. He's going to have to pass it off.
Well, Slark taking some hurt out of the gate. Centaur Clock does seem pretty deadly. Give them like level 3, level 4, and they've got some pretty good kill threat, especially before Slark hits level 6.
Yeah, it's all about the creep spread, right? And just like pulling the waves apart and making sure that V-Tune is invulnerable.
This right here.
Yeah, the bully, though, as Seb just walks right back up. It's like, yeah, you better run under your tower.
Come on, get.
Of course, we have the same thing happening in the top lane, as you can see on the mini-map. You have Sox and Roger battling out as two supports with the waves, and then General is mid one underneath that top tower, too.
Yeah, the two 1v1s. And mid, a great start for Iceberg on this Doom. It will ramp up for the OD. He needs a couple levels for the Astral Imprisonment and Arcane Orb Harassment to really be effective. If they stay even, that is definitely a win for Iceberg. Down bottom, though, First Blood does come out onto V-Tune. There's that bully.
Yeah. It almost felt destined at this point with how they were just kind of ignoring the creeps at points. Like, Seb only has 5 last hits, whereas I feel like he could have had more if he hadn't been just, like, so in the face of V-Tune this whole time. And now they get him again. Always want to fight. They got to right-click him out of here.
I don't think they can. Yeah, the cogs don't die fast enough. Another easy kill for OG.
That's a bit of a problem. How much regions got left? 5 tangos on V-Tune and a salve and 4 tangos left there as well for Always Wanna Fly.
Battle onto Sox. He's going to try to TP out. Nope, never mind. That was Oracle TPing bottom. My mistake. Easy kill.
That's a good thing he didn't try to TP because he would have died.
Yes, that would have been bad. So I was like, what the hell is going on here? Now they jump in onto mid one. He's left all alone. Do they have the damage to actually secure this? Only 1 point in the dispersion, and they've got it. Roger with the kick. Nice.
All right, we're trading double kills pretty much here, eh? Between the bottom and the top. Wiping out the core and then the support, and support and the core.
So while both safe laners are struggling, look at Spectre's last hits, buddy. 3-0 compared to V-Tune's 14-1. So despite V-Tune dying, he's still having a much better time. Spectre's getting nothing.
Yeah, that is pretty painful.
Like, when I say nothing, this is brutal. Sox is dying again. Mid one's going to get a couple last hits under the tower. Sox will live, but this is unrelenting pressure.
Really no faith in Sox. I mean, he's half HP by the tower. Oh, he's dead. Sox feeding again.
And another kill. Always want to fly. Caught down bottom. That is the power of the early clockwork. Second point in battery assault. If you're solo against this clock, you've got no out. And
oh my god, N0tail.
Look at this. They're trying to block him. They don't want that pounce. Beautifully done by Soxa, but V-Tune might still live. No, double edge is there. That's level 2 from Seb.
I don't know if Iceberg is just like way better this matchup, or like maybe because N0tail hasn't playing that much mid or something, but he is doing way better than our previous Doom versus OD. Like, not even close.
Yeah, I think this is a big win for NAVI mid.
He does have the 10 denies though, but even at this point, the Doom was behind at net worth in our last game.
Because he had to run out all this regen. Right now, Doom is ahead in net worth by about 150. So
yeah.
Scary. Like 5-10 minutes from now, this Doom should be pretty accelerated. And as you pointed out, he plays kind of like Alchemist. He really needs to be ahead to be doing the things that he wants to do. Up top now, pressure onto mid one again. Non-stop skirmishing. Bounty runes about to spawn.
Yeah, I feel like Roger might just want to bail out for those now. Could do the same thing here with the Sox that always want to fly. Looks like no one's really going for them though. Yeah, Sox the headbacks now, so 2v2.
Even Steven. 4-2 in hero kills, but gold spread
Radiant's middle
zeroed out.
tower is under attack.
Slark's now gone for the double ring of regen in the bottom lane, and up top, Sox going to be found again, trying to make it back to the tower, but no hope. General finds another.
I was meant to have this.
How this last is coming? 16 now to the 27. So pretty much the same gap as it was before. I mean, to be fair, mid one had the creep pulls happening too, right? Where he wasn't getting entire waves because of the creeps between the tier 1 and the tier 2 on the Radiant side. So that probably slowed him down a lot.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
N0tail's starting to figure out that lane a little bit more. Like, he was getting more denies at the end there. He was securing the range creep the past couple waves, but now with them both being 6, that was the other thing that happened, is that the OD got 6 a lot sooner than the Doom. So he had this threat of the just like the extra levels into the Astral and then maybe even the Arcane Orb. But I don't think you can ulti at 6, although it's kind of hard to tell with the new one. Probably not. I don't think the multiplyer's going to be good enough, right? Yeah, it's only like 400 damage, so it won't do that much damage right now. Or 400 mana gap.
Things slow and steady right now. Soxa rotating mid, but not going to find much. Meanwhile, a Doom used up top. This is the kind of rotation you want to make with your mid Doom. They've caught mid one.
Man, dooming the level 4 Spectre, that's some serious sad day right there.
Dire's top
Iceberg's not done either. Look at this. He's got the bonus damage from the critical strike. Sox, the jukes though. Oh, that dragon. Oh! Sox, don't move. Just stay still. Oh no, don't do it.
Sox is okay. He's going to make it back. The Spectre's TPing back in.
Oh damn, that was an Arcane Rune Doom too. He is Doom again in a minute. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's huge. That's kind of like DP finding an Arcane Rune first like that.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Well, now N0tail gonna bully through this mid lane at least while the Doom is gone. Not the best tower pusher, but he'll certainly take what he can get. I don't know who's spraying up top. Someone's dumping the loser. It was either mid one or Iceberg. I think it was mid one.
Well, the flip side here is that N0tail is getting a lot of space mid. So 37 last hits up on him. He's looking at Force Staff first item, I think. And now back up top. Sox again. Man, it's so rough when Jakiro doesn't really get a lane like this, because you definitely pick him to be a lane bully. You know, he's one of the tankier 5s. Down bottom, we're going to see 5s traded, it looks like. Stampede used, always want to fly. he buys himself a little time, but no hope for survival there.
Always be something.
You know, that was one of the problems that we had with the OD game that we cast last, was that they didn't have an enabler of any sort. He didn't have any sort of attack speed bonus or really like good movement speed stuff. But now the Stampede is a really nice ability for him. V-Tune will hop his way out of the potential dive under the tower from Sox and Seb.
Well, at least we're going to get a real game of Dota 2 here, Trent. It's 8 minutes in.
Seems that way.
We're squared up. It's going to come down to some big mid-game fights, some real strategic execution. OG looking much better already. Rune control on Doom, though. He picked up that DD.
Will Roger just like rotate mid though and try and set up for a Doom?
Middle tower is
It
under
looks
attack.
like it, although OG also thinking similar. They're going to rotate in. General's here.
TV's bottom. Trying to help out.
Yeah, they go for Seb instead. Soxa. It's going to be a tough counter kill. They need to be a little bit careful here. Navi still has some reinforcements, and there's another one coming. It's General from the river. Now they're in on N0tail, and OG have overcommitted. Soxa not going to have a path to escape either.
Oh, buddy. There goes your game. So,
General, he feels delicate, right?
General TP'd mid because he thought they were going to dive Iceberg because they had lost both supports. They saw the rotation from the top support and the bottom support, I think, was off the map at the moment, so they thought they were about to dive him. So General TP's mid. Then they don't get the kill onto N0tail because N0tail TP's in the bottom lane, which creates that whole situation where General just gets the walking in backstab for that double kill. So they kill Seb into the mid laner, into the support. And General is thinking about an Orchid first. No Yules or Aghanim Scepter.
Huh.
Yeah, that's an interesting one.
What do you think about that? Oh. We'll see a battle here. Sox again in the river.
Well, he's going to get jumped on. I think he might have been thinking about int stuff, as he's already changed it to a drums, maybe? Or am I just not missing it? Yeah, he's already changed it to a drums, so not going to happen anyway.
See you,
But yeah, it seems like it might have been OD related, I guess. Right? Like all that extra int. But I mean, it's mana pool stuff anyway, so you could still just go for the Ags and get a lot of the same stuff. Right?
Oh, bottom now. Man, it was a quiet moment. I guess the quiet before the storm. Now they're going to find Seb solo. TP in, and we always want to fly that catches it.
And he has an extra point for the ulti if N0tail wants to try it. He's still holding that.
That arcane rune tempting. He does skill it up now, trying to stack up the int, but he gets silenced. They're going to jump in. Spectre also here. N0tail, the target that they want. You can see Navi, though, a little bit nervous. Hook shot onto Slark. Things spreading out as always want to fly. Might be the one left.
Has been killed.
You only get one hammer. N0tail has to be careful how he uses it here. Mid one now very low. V-Tune coming back in. 11 stacks of int. Make it 12, 13. Roger getting low. N0tail slowly getting there. That's the hammer. It gets Roger, but not much else. Forces V-Tune back. And it might be just enough to secure OG this fight. Man, that was close. But OG do it.
That's probably like a 500 damage nuke or something, right?
Now the Doom, and that should be a dead N0tail. This is why Doom is just so frustrating. You can win a fight like that, and it's like, well, buddy, I don't think you can live here. Right? Right? Is he regenning enough? Are the Tranquil Boots enough? Hero, Tranquil Boots, Trent.
There you go. Got him. That was,
it's spell damage, so you had to hit him to break the boots. Oh my gosh.
It was about 400 and some from that Sanities. After how many stacks? Like 14? That's a little worrisome. Considering the gap was, like, it only got built up to like a 1100 gap, you know? Seems like it's still a lot of effort in the early game for this hero to really stomp on people.
Yeah, I'm with that. Can't disagree. Smoke now from Navi, though. Gonna head up towards mid one.
Is mid one about to find himself in another game like that PL, though, where he's just gonna be struggling to get this radiance for the next 20 minutes?
I think so. I mean, they know. Clearly, Navi have a game plan here, and it's pick on the Spectre. They might have biffed this gank, though. No Spectral Dagger for 5 seconds. They've got a taunt. They need a little more damage. He's starting to heal up from Always Want to Fly, but it's not enough. Mid one down. And he is trying to do this Radiance Rush. So this is super punishing. I'm a little nervous, Trent. This is another one of these games where, like,
big
the
kill, though.
Spectre's gonna have to do some heavy lifting. V2
Oh,
mid.
this was sick. That was sick.
Nice.
Oh, no.
Path. Oh, he's on a fly. Beautiful ultimate. It saves the Slark for now, but does he possibly have enough healing to stop the pop? He does. Slark taps the ultimate.
man.
There's the regen. He's good.
That hurts. That hurts so much.
Wow.
Oh, that TP came in at the nick of
Radiant's
time.
middle tower
Well
is
done.
under attack.
Jeez, always want to apply night and day compared to yesterday, man. He's finding the
Radiant's
plays
bottom
this time.
tower is under attack.
Damn, they worked so hard for that too. That was hook shot into Cogs push into the walking in Centaur because there's no blink yet, and they managed to set all that up and still can't get that kill. Meanwhile, Herder Iceberg just walks in and presses R on
Radiant's
someone.
bottom tower is under attack.
And Savvy is closing in on the blink. Still 400 gold out.
It's gonna be BKB on Iceberg. Finished up at 15 minutes though. He is
Hook shot
BKB.
on General. Is this a target they can kill? No, they even dropped the Sanity's Eclipse for it, and General's still alive. Cogs
It's a regen
slows him
rune if he
down,
gets
now
out, too.
disarmed. He's on the run, and he's almost gonna live. Mid one trying to chase him.
Oh, N0tail, he left him
Is
alone.
under attack.
Oh, N0tail, he's got. Oh my God, he's gonna live.
They killed Always Want to Fly, but they dropped the Doom. General's actually gonna live.
I
And
can't
now
watch
turn
that.
the other way. Stampede comes out, might be enough to save Spectre. Iceberg still hunting, looking for more, but surrounded by 4 heroes. Now maybe he's overcommitted. This is a really spread fight, but he'll pop the BKB. And now he wants to go on to Soxa. N0tail off to the side. Roger, he's probably going to go down. B-Tune.
Oh, he's dead. Why did
I
they
think
keep
he's
fighting?
dead too. That was a weird overcommitment from NAVI that they really didn't have to commit to.
That's such good news for OG, man. Because, like, N0tail just stopped hitting because he's like, all right, he's dead. He's definitely going to die. And he tried to give the kill over to mid once so he could recover. But now N0tail comes through with the respawns. Barely survives that last Purifying Flames.
Seb on the run. I think they're just going to get out. Now, they do defend the tower, though.
Radiant's
in deny
middle
range,
tower
but
is
stay
under
standing.
attack.
Oh, my God. That was hilarious.
Radiant's middle tower has
I can't believe
fallen.
General get out of that. All right, well, mid one at least also survived that Doom, right? So it might be 0, 3, and 5. Might only have 81 last hits, but he's getting there. Arm continues towards the Radiance.
Well to 11. Getting closer to this 50-50
Radiant's
gold
bottom
spread.
tower
Navi
is
was up
under
to almost a
attack.
4K lead, and that has now expired.
Yeah, it feels like they wanted a lot more out of that 10-second BKB, huh?
Double down.
That wasn't great. Now, mind you, that all started with initiation of the General, much like this one.
Well, General gets kicked up to the high ground. Sox is here, but Astral Step, follow-up hook shot, another Astral Step. General makes it back again. No Doom this time, though. Is there any punishment to come from Navi? BKB popped by Iceberg.
There's no sanities. They can either defend Soxa. All right, they're just going to dip. Let them go. Not worth the team fight, they say. Maybe they're not sure about the sanities either. But both of them about 20 seconds away. They must have the same cooldown, do they? It's 160 to 145. Okay, so slight edge for the Doom.
Yeah, Doom and Sanities have pretty much the same cooldown. Oh. They're both used in the fight, kind of zeroes each other out in terms of the cooldown advantage.
Only one tower each this game taken so far, as OG looking to perhaps get some more pressure down here. I mean, there's 2 points in liquid fire, but Sox doesn't want to reveal.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
Sox, still pretty aggressive movements from OG, like N0tail farming in enemy territory. I guess we're starting to see that vertical split we talked about. Radiant taking the left side, Dire taking the right
Radiant's
side.
bottom tower is
Yeah,
under
I mean,
attack.
no one farms Ancients this game, though.
Radiant's bottom
So
tower.
Yeah,
it's not,
it's funny, though, that even without the
Dire's
ancient
top
dynamic,
tower
it's still
is
sort of
under
where the
attack.
teams gravitate.
Yeah, it's just how it happens, because the Radiant Triangle is so safe. That's what, like, causes all of it.
Yeah. Very hard to invade. 2 key items out now. The Diffusal secured on Slark, so his first big item post drums. And that Aghanim's on N0tail. Always a big one for OD.
Okay, Iceberg had a 15-minute drums BKB, and he has Blink nearly done right now.
Yeah, he's rolling. Almost 10K net
Radiant's
worth.
bottom tower
This is insane.
Attack.
This is that mid-doom that we saw for a couple months. Just, you see why it's still very strong.
It's like the mid-deathless Doom as well. He's 0-0-1, hasn't gotten a lot of kills, but he's had free reign to rotate and farm pretty much wherever he wants.
Yeah, never miss a Devour because you're dead or anything like that. Oh, man, it's
On to Sox. Now the Haunt flies from Spectre. Always want to fly. Has to ult himself to survive. The Sanities doesn't do too much. Might secure the kill onto Oracle, but he might have been dead anyhow. No, he's actually going to heal. It's not enough damage, and now this fight's starting to turn. It looks like Navi have the superior resources as N0tail gets dropped. VTune does go down in exchange, but Roger with a huge
they can get the damage.
magnetized. Mid one, he's going to walk back. He's going to heal up. Oracle still alive, can't save Iceberg, but now Sox comes back in. A very messy fight that does end up okay for OG. No, wait, maybe not. A 3 for 3. Super even at the end of the day. I guess we'll say it does favor OG as their Spectre does survive. We'll take a look at the recap.
I feel like Centaur did. Yeah, look at all that damage from Seb that fight. He got off 5 double edges. The total damage from N0tail was only like 800. And I don't even think most of that was the Sanities. He might have hit 2 heroes for a couple hundred damage. But Seb just carried through that. He had the big stomp to get the kill into VTune, and then he also followed through at the end there to finish off the last 2 kills onto the Centaur and the Earth Spirit. Big carry coming out from Seb.
Still Navi with a small lead, though, and it is still Doom that's pretty high up on the charts with that Blink Dagger secured. But good stuff for OG, but they still haven't quite taken control of the game. But I guess given that they've got these late game heroes and now that Spectre's finally got the Radiance, things are about to shift.
And Seb's now thinking, like, I got so much farm there. I wonder if he even finishes the Force Staff. I think he might just rush the Eggs now. Like, with the Blink and the
why
I
not?
think the Force is overkill.
Yeah.
Like, now that your Spectre's actually going to want to fight, I think the Stampede is just a little too good.
I would agree. 40% global damage reduction is pretty insane.
So, to clarify why it's super broken, if you guys have not seen this before, the reason is that the dispersion calculates the damage that you would take and then reflects based off of that. So then, when the Stampede is happening and you have all that damage reduction, like, you're taking less damage, but you're still outputting just as much as they're dealing to you. So then it just gets, like, amplified. Once again, essentially, like, the trade that you're getting in those situations.
I see.
It's real nice.
Sounds pretty value. N0tail's also close to Blink.
And Seb queues up Lotus.
Okay, so
there you
Lotus
go.
this game.
To be fair,
nice
General
against
is
Doom.
going Orchid. As well.
And
Yeah, so
he's
they have a
actually
couple
not
good
that
tools.
far off now. So 400 gold, it's going to be out. Yeah, this is a pretty crazy build from General. I know you mentioned it earlier, but have not seen this on Void Spirit in a while.
Now the downside to the Stampede, and maybe why he's not doing it, is that it only works, like, the damage reduction is only during the Stampede, and sometimes that's not when you're, like, actually fighting.
Kind of like right now. Disrupt or Banish takes him out. Oh, big setup onto General. Seb juices him. Now on the other side, Iceberg, though, chases down N0tail, and that'll make it a 1-for-1 to start the fight. Roger, saved by Always Want to Fly. VTune's still pretty healthy and looking to chase. Spectre still in the fight, jumps into backline. They lose Sox now, but it's a trade for Iceberg. Another even fight. Is he going to start cleaning things up? He's going in on the mid one. The Essence shift are starting to add up. But now they lose Always Want to Fly, and VTune ends up next to the Centaur, not where he wants to be, and they'll finish him off. A big fight for OG, a 2-for-4, and it's only Roger that limps away.
All right, for how much trouble Mid One has had in the past 2 games and how hard his games look, we have to give him credit for how well he just played that team fight. That was sick. Like, and of course, it was well helped from the Clockwork and the Centaur Warrunner, the way that Seb and Soxer were able to, like, create that space and especially break up that last little effort there from VTune. But Mid One was low HP and just, like, dipping and diving through everyone there to burn through with that radiance damage.
4,000 damage done. Now OG have taken the lead. So are you feeling pretty confident in OG's ability to close this out, Trent? Where are you landing on, like, prediction for victory here?
All right, let me think.
I mean, I'm sure Dota Plus is favoring OG. They've got OG, they've got
don't tell me.
Spectre.
Don't tell me. I'm gonna figure it out. I'll figure out mine, and I'll figure out Dota pluses. All right.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with a 72% in favor of OG for Dota plus.
Radiant's bottom
my guess.
tower is under attack.
Damn it.
81, so it believes
9% off.
Okay.
Why is this
These
so
fights
much
have been
more?
so close, though. That's where this next fight goes in favor of Na'Vi. I don't know. Things could shift pretty quick. Look at the Oracle.
Well, you say they've been close, but at the same time, N0tail also got doomed instantly in that last fight and did nothing. And it didn't even take that much of Iceberg's attention. So if you can actually get spells out of N0tail, it should be pretty brutal.
I would disagree. It didn't take much of his attention. He dove him into the tier 2 up top and then got jumped on and kind of died solo for the rest of his team. It was a pretty big commitment.
Okay, fair.
It was a 1v1 while the others had a 4v4. So
Get on.
yeah, the Radiance makes it hard though. That definitely tipped the scales in the last fight, and V2 now is just not far enough ahead on the Slark. Like he's gonna go BKB next. That'll really help.
Radiant's top tower
Scotty
is
after
under
that
attack.
will also help bridge the gap on the mana pool.
I don't know.
Radiant's
Seb
top
is just playing so
tower
damn
is
well.
full.
He's actually top of the net worth at this point. He's insane this game.
It felt like he had perfect positioning in that last fight.
Radiant's top tower
Cleaning up
is
the
under
kills,
attack.
hopping in.
Man, how much faith do I have in this N0tail OD? That's the real question. I don't know. This is still kind of a tough one to call. I'll go for Na'Vi. I think they're going to 2-0 it.
You think they're going to take it? I'm still a little nervous. Like, Slark is one of these weird heroes that he just needs to live, and then Essence Shift kind of does the rest for him. You know what I mean? And
But look at that, too, though. Man, damn. That's so fast.
Dead Oracle, he gets caught. And
The thing is that Slark can be that hero, too. He can die just that easily if Oracle's not there to back him up.
yeah.
I'll take that.
If OG keep taking the fights like they have been, where they're only fighting on their terms with good initiations, they can definitely win this. But
Incoming.
they need to play tight. There are definitely opportunities for Na'Vi to take advantage of big blunders with the Doom and Slark. That's why Slark's such a scary carry in my book, that he punishes mistakes very hard. But it goes both ways, where he gets
Radiant's
punished very
bottom
hard for
tower
making
is under
mistakes also,
attack.
because he's so slippery and squishy, you know?
Yeah.
Very high risk, high reward kind of carry. There's the BKB, though. This is a big step.
Yeah, he needs to win a couple fights to carry him to that Scotty so he can buff his mana pool.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Right now,
Dire
2 Astrals is going to put him at an extra 100
Radiant's
mana.
bottom tower is under attack.
All right, sorry, 100 each or whatever.
Dire are
So
scanning.
it's, oh no, it's 3 charges, so it's 150 each. Damn. So it's like 300 mana added when he does his double Astral.
It's quite a bit. Smoke now from Na'Vi. Who are they going to find? N0tail in the trees. The Doom comes out. I heard it. It's on Seb. No, where did the Doom go?
Yeah, he Astraled the
BKB's
Spectre.
popped. Oh, it's the Spectre. There it is. N0tail, though, he's going to be in some trouble. Does get off the ult. Brings down Iceberg and General pretty low, but they're both going to survive for now. The hook shot secures the kill onto General. V-Tune in the back line trying to make something happen, but he's getting shredded. Oh my gosh, V-Tune died so fast. Buyback from General, and I think Na'Vi are in big, big trouble now, Trent.
Okay, that was so sick, actually.
That was devastating.
So
Radiant's bottom
the
tower
double
is under
Astral
attack.
save on mid one just delayed any efforts they could have to actually kill him during the Doom, as they're now just chain Astraling off Roger. And then N0tail just Astraled himself, so he didn't steal like any int with Astrals during that fight. He just delayed that
Dire's
first jump
top
from
tower is
Na'Vi,
under
didn't let
attack.
them capitalize on the Doom control,
Radiant's bottom tower
and
is under
they just
attack.
couldn't do anything.
Yep, and now the tier 3
Radiant's
falls.
bottom
It's going to be
tower
high
has
ground. No
fallen.
buyback available on the Slark,
Dire's
and
middle
OG
tower
with
is
huge
under attack.
momentum now. Another fantastic team fight.
Are under attack.
Showing the diversity of the OD there, both defensive
Dire's
and
top tower
offensive
is under
capabilities
attack.
in these fights. Buyback now from Earth Spirit. They've also got hook shot. Macro Pyre available. Na'Vi going to jump in to try to make this hold. It's a big magnetize, but dieback now for Roger. OG need to be a little careful of this stacking damage. Iceberg with the BKB. V2 does still have his, but here's the haunt. They're going to jump back in. The Oracle going down quick. Does live in the back. Seb low, but V-Tune, BKB ult, almost done. He'll make it back up to the high ground.
Man.
It's sort of a hold for Na'Vi, but they don't get any counter kills.
They didn't get any kills, and Always Want Fly played that perfectly. He got the heal onto himself. He got the Fate's Edict on General while he was chain stunned in Macro Pyre and a billion other magic spells that saved his life. And that would have been a dieback for General, and they still can't clean up that engagement. But he did hold the racks for them, so big credits to Always Want to Fly on that one. That was flawless.
Yeah, they do hold, so that's a win, but a very high kill to climb. High hill to climb.
A hill of kills, perhaps.
A hell of a lot of kills. Yeah, Dota Plus now says 98% for OG. It believes very much in these late game heroes.
I mean, they're looking
when they're
damn
ahead
good.
like this.
The way they're using those astrals, and even just dropping the sanities, like without any additional charges, it still did enough damage to matter, you know?
Yeah. What pushed me over was how fast V-Tune died in that last fight. I guess we'll see the initiation attempt onto N0tail. The Doom does come out, but he's already gotten away pretty far. They are going to isolate the Clockwork. He'll be the first casualty. OG a little discombobulated. No Stampede for 10, so Soxa will go down. That's 2 kills. They're going to find the OD as well. Make it 3. Na'Vi striking back. Big sign of life.
Yeah, good stuff there to find something with no haunt being there. It will be up relatively soon by the looks of it. 40 seconds away. I mean, Aegis, yeah. Maybe that's the play. Just take, because they never secured that first Aegis on OG.
No.
Went high ground before it, and that might cost them. I mean, 20 seconds, it's a bit of a slow roach, but they also really don't want to buy back. I'm not sure if they even know this is happening.
It's a little scary because Haunt is up in 10, and there is a Sanity's Eclipse, so in theory, OG could try to book it to the pit and contest. They are going to drop the scan. They know, but now Roche is so low. Can they get here in time? Macro Pyre. Roche falling fast. It does get pipped off by V2, but now the fight breaks out, and Na'Vi are low. They've lost Always Want to Fly. He'll buy back immediately. A 5v5 still on the field, but Iceberg in deep, and General getting chased down by mid one. 2 big casualties on Na'Vi. 3 in total if you count the Oracle. So they do get out with the Aegis, and they did get credit for the Roche kill, but heavy cost.
Yeah, they took a big risk opting for that, and I'm gonna say that probably wasn't worth it. They need to find themselves into a split push scenario now. They can try and push out these sideways.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
At least they didn't lose the Aegis Inspector. That would have been a total disaster.
Yeah, I mean, that's actual worst-case scenario, but buyback already from the Doom. There is a glyph that'll give him a reset. V-Tune does not have BKB or ult, but he'll be all right. They're not going to dive it.
Iceberg? I say it falls powerless. Damn.
Iceberg, dying fast. V-Tune also forced to jump back to safety. A purely defensive fight. He's going to lose the Aegis here. Stampede onto Roger. Interesting Stampede. Good cogs pushing back. Tier 3 falling quickly. I don't think there's much hope for Na'Vi here. Doom jumps in with a blink. Slark behind him. They will get socks.
Dire's bottom
and again, Na'Vi do hold.
Yeah, they kind of ran out of gas there, right? Like once everything got dropped. And they forced the buyback on Iceberg. Still a victory in the end, but it's not a game ender quite yet as they smoke out, looking for some follow-up kills here. Might catch N0tail.
N0tail would be a dream gank.
He's gone. They see that the wave's not being pushed out top. I think that's what just got pinged. Sanity's to return in 90 seconds. So another minute and a half is... Oh, Soxa gets blocked off by N0tail's blink. Into his face there. I gives him the tip. Thanks,
well, you know.
Dire's middle
overclocking
tower has been denied.
Jeez. They actually get a final deny onto their mid tower.
Turning into kind of a weird game where it's felt like Na'Vi have not had much hope for the last 10 minutes or so, but they've continued to hold on. And Slark actually not going for the Scotty, says, you know what? I want this Silver Edge. I want the break. I want another reset tool. He's already picked up the Echo Saber. Mid lane, they do find the Spectre. They drop the Doom, but can they actually kill it? N0tail Silence, not going to have the defensive Astral. It's big damage. They've got the Spectre. This is huge. Now Soxlow, they're going to find him as well, and N0tail's on the run. No buybacks on either of those heroes. That was a big catch.
Radiant's bottom barracks are under
That was
attack.
actually getting the Doom, the fiery blade onto him, right? That was, looked like almost 500 damage from it.
Dyer's
As well as
top
from the Doom
tower is under
itself,
attack.
too. That is a crazy amount of damage on max HP. I mean, it was also just like a 4-hero just like stomp onto her, too. All right, that fight got ugly really fast. They just kind of blew up. That was without Haunt and also without the Sanities. That now returns to them. So kind of giving some stuff away there on OG. Not a disaster, but pointing out that maybe that Silver Edge could actually come through sometime.
Haste.
And it's not just versus the Spectre, right? It's going to give you that ability versus Seb as well.
Oh, mid now. Looking for the setup here. It's only Roger. Oracle trying to keep him safe. Vanishing. And I think you might just want to leave him here. No, Oracle Iceberg jumps in. Uses a BKB charge, and yeah, he's 100%
Is under
dead.
attack.
Well, at least Navi won't take any additional losses.
All right. That was a little close. Everyone thought he was completely dead.
So they all just walked away. Yeah.
All right, Seb's got the big save this game. Seb is carrying so hard. He's the highest farm in the game.
Oh, Font, where's he going? Is it up top here? Yes,
Yeah,
it is.
that was a
and
bold
on the
attempt.
Iceberg.
He tried to TP out, and that was no buyback for 4 minutes.
All right, 100 seconds sidelined. Oracle, 70 seconds. A big set of kills for mid one. Eye of Scotty is complete, and now the high ground siege begins. No creeps, though. This will at least buy them time for the Earth Spirit to come up. This is kind of unfortunate for OG.
Dyer's bottom tower is under
V2
attack.
grabs the mid ones, too. I'm going to slow that down as much as he
Radiant's
can.
barracks are under attack.
Okay, well now the backdoor protection's broken.
Man, Centaur was so good at hitting towers before. Now he sucks again.
Yeah, now he's just a regular old puncher.
Dire structures.
So what's the play for OG next? Are they going to stick around and go bottom, or do they run? There's still a tier 2 mid, so they can get at most 2 lanes.
Has fallen.
And they've answered my question as Seb runs down to the bottom set of barracks. And I think this will be 2 lanes secured.
How broken will Retaliate Aura be, though, with the Spurgeon as well as the Stampede Global, or Ags, though? That's kind of
that's
insane.
pretty dirty.
I guess if you break it, though, it probably stops applying to everyone, at the very least.
It should. Haven't seen break against Centaur in a hot minute, but and Silver Edge is online. So 2 lanes of barracks sacrificed.
Radiant's bottom barracks has fallen.
Navi might get one more chance. Whoa, hook shot in. They want this Oracle. They found him and always want to fly dies. They know he doesn't have buyback.
That was like kind of greedy by Soxa, but at the same time, the fact that you have the double hook shot, double cogs, gives you a lot of room to play around when you're in like that.
Yeah.
Man, his death timer is not long at all.
It's an Oracle. He's
I mean, he's level 16. I'm surprised it's so low still. It's like 50 seconds.
I forget how the formula goes now. Is it more based on net worth?
I think it's only level.
Oh, it's only level. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, hook shot. Haunt. Looking for the back line. It's down bottom, and they found the Doom. He's got the BKB. Some help from Roger. Won't be able to save Iceberg, and he also does not have buyback. GG. Iceberg just calls it. He knows. Well, kind of a heartbreaker of an ender, but big stuff for OG. They keep this series alive, and they will take us to a Game 3 decider for elimination.